Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to take a look at the H2O Aviax, a very stable platform for flying, very well controlled, easy to control, and very tame. It's a waterproof drone that does offer a certain level of comfort when flying around water. Myself, I do like to shoot aerial footage around water, and with some of my other drones, I do fear that if for some reason that they got dunked, they would be done and over. However, with the Aviax, you don't have that as a concern. However, there is one minor problem, is in that it does not ship with a camera. It does have an area where you can mount one, but it does not ship with one. So today we're going to address that issue. We'll go ahead, install a battery into the H2O Aviax. Insert the battery. And you'll notice that here, I'll go ahead and I'll bind it. Turn the LEDs off. Okay, now we'll turn the LEDs off. Here I have a Syma X5 camera. It's from the Tenergy edition, hence being blue. And you will note that you do have a plug on the bottom of the H2O Aviax that is the same form factor as the plug. Let's see if we can focus in on that from the Syma. So let's go ahead and plug this in. And I'm going to show you something here that you may find useful. After plugging that in, you'll notice that we have a red, now green LED in the camera. Now, using the controller for the H2O Aviax, the lower right-hand corner here, you have controls for this camera, and you'll notice that they do work. Let's see if we can focus in on that green LED. We'll hold this down for a second. And you'll notice that the LED is now flashing red. We are recording video. Now, this is all well and good. I'll turn the camera back off. Except one thing. There's nowhere for this camera to actually plug in on the bottom of the H2O Aviax. So, a lot of these quadcopters in this same size do experience problems with jelloing. So I'm going to go ahead and make a very basic mount using a couple of tie wraps here. And we'll just do a quick little test run, just to show you what the footage would look like. So we'll go ahead and tighten these down. And nothing fancy, we're just going to tighten right around the landing gear. It should give us a little bit of an area where we are able to get away from the jello effect on the actual quad itself. And actually just remove it from the bottom of the quad. Here you see that we've insulated that effectively, so we're just going to go ahead and trim the excess off on our tie wraps here. Now let's go take it for a test flight. Okay, we're ready for a test flight. The great features of the Aviax is you see it's very easy to control, very mild, which actually makes for fairly decent footage as it's not all shaky as some other platforms are. So we'll go ahead and bring it on in. So there you have it. The H2O Aviax. Little known secret, Syma cameras really are compatible. They do work. You can control them through the controller. Although my mount system here really could be improved, obviously, it does allow the camera to sit a little bit away from the body of the quad. Another little known secret with these, you'll notice mine is sitting here nice and level. Now, after a hard landing, these do have a tendency to want to drift to one side to the other, and the owner's manual leaves a little to be desired in this area. One thing I will tell you, let me turn the lights back on. On this particular model, calibrating is something that I personally had quite a bit of difficulty locating decent instruction on. When you want to calibrate these, sticks down in opposite direction, and you'll notice the LEDs flash. You are now calibrated. Show you one more time here. See how the LEDs went off there?